wakes up to the weight of yesterday still in his bones, scrolling through messages like broken stones. Every word a needle, every glance a cut. Same old voices telling him he's not enough. Nothing special, they laugh through screens and halls, echoes bouncing off the same four walls. He used to speak, now he barely tries, learning how to disappear in plain sight. And the mirror doesn't argue, it just shows the truth they sold. A story that gets heavier the more it's told. He starts to believe it in the quiet of his mind, that maybe he was never meant to leave anything behind. But it isn't over, even when it feels like the end. Even when the night won't let the daylight in. When every voice says you're nothing, louder than your own. Hold on through the static, you are not alone. No, it isn't over, not here, not now. There's a fire somewhere you forgot how to bow. Even in the break and even in the fall, a whisper in the dark says you are more than all. They carved the names in the corners of his head, turned his confidence into something half dead. Every hallway felt like a courtroom scene, where he was guilty of just being seen. He stopped correcting them, stopped fighting back, started walking quieter on the same old track. If you hear it long enough, it starts to sound true, that the world would be better without you. But somewhere underneath the weight they made him wear, there's a pulse that refuses to disappear. A question buried deep in the ache and noise. What if I still get to choose my voice? Because it isn't over, even when it feels like the end. Even when the night won't let the daylight in. When every voice says you're nothing, louder than your own. Hold on through the static, you are not alone. No, it isn't over, not here, not now. There's a fire somewhere you forgot how to bow. Even in the break and even in the fall, a whisper in the dark says you are more than all. And maybe healing doesn't start with being strong. Maybe it starts with admitting it's been wrong. The voices, the echoes, the names they gave were never your truth, just noise in a cave. He looks at the sky like it's the first time seen, like maybe the world is wider than it's been mean. And for the first time he lets himself breathe, not who they said, just who he could be. It isn't over, even after all of this pain. Even after every drop of the rain. When the past still talks but it's losing its tone, you don't have to carry it on your own. No, it isn't over, you're still in the fight, still writing tomorrow out of tonight. Even in the silence, even in the call, you are not nothing, you are standing tall. So if you're at the edge and the world feels cold, remember your story is still being told. It isn't over.